Hey Geek fans, I'm Steve.
Oh, and I am Cippy.
And what are we doing today, Sips?
So yesterday was the big game. Can we say it?
We're on the internet. We can say Super Bowl.
Super Bowl!
You can say, for those of you who don't know, you can't say Super Bowl on television unless you're an official sponsor. So unless you're paying to say Super Bowl. But we're on the internet,
also
so screw
radio.
it.
Also radio. And we're not getting paid. So
No,
whatever.
So, Super Bowl. We'll just call this the Super Bowl.
So Super Bowl is yesterday. Disney, Lucasfilm, I should say, released a very brief teaser of the Solo trailer, which we're about to watch right now.
Let's go ahead and get it over with.
Hold on. I gotta be, both of us, I think we need to be honest with ourselves.
I think what you should say is neither of us.
Neither of us are very excited about the movie.
Nope.
And it's not because the production, drama and stuff. I don't know.
I don't feel that there needs to be an origin story for Han Solo. He is a better character when it's just mystery. Just like the Joker. If you tell a Joker origin story, it almost makes his character worse. I still have my phone on. I know, terrible. It's the internet.
Who cares? It's the
Yeah, who
internet.
cares? We can say Super Bowl.
So hopefully this trailer changes our mind.
Let's see.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10. I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own. I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Hey, kid. I'm putting together a crew. You in?
That's yes.
I might be the only person. Who knows what you really are?
What's that?
A nerfherder.
Get ready.
Wait.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
Memorial Day. Oh, that's coming out way sooner than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's
Memorial
May.
Day?
Yeah.
Holy crud! I thought it was going to be in December or something. Honestly.
No. I think they're trying to shift Star Wars to summer blockbusters as opposed to the winter blockbusters. All right, thoughts. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I like Star Wars, as all geeks should.
Mandatory liking.
Yeah, I enjoy Star Wars, but I am not like, oh my gosh, it's Star Wars. I really loved The Last Jedi,
And you loved Rogue One.
and I did love Rogue One. And Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie, if I had to pick one. So obviously I'm in there. But I never wanted to see a Han Solo origin story. Partially because the one thing that they've done with Star Wars is that they haven't had to replace characters.
Right.
So you've had the same people playing the character throughout the history, and that's really
Oh,
great.
so this is kind of the first time where it's been,
yeah, and
even like with Tarkin, they CGI'd him in.
Huh. So they've
What a thought.
always done that because they're Star Wars and they've been able to bring back actors, and that's been really great because it adds sort of a richness to the tapestry. But then replacing Han Solo with Aldrich,
Yeah,
with Aldrich Emmerich,
sure.
the two anyway.
With this guy,
Yeah, with that dude. Oh crap.
nailed it. Dropped the
There's
mic.
no clasp on the back, so it's on my lap.
Put it in your pocket like I did.
I've got my phone in there. I don't want to scrape my phone.
You shouldn't even have your phone on
I
set,
know.
Steven.
I got a text probably from my wife while we were filming this. But anyway.
Anyway.
So it was cool. It was cool to see a brand new Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that was because
you could tell it was different. Yeah.
Hunk of junk. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. Seeing Lando was cool. The one thing is that they did have a shot in there of Han Solo's wife from the comics. Yeah, I saw her in there.
Really?
I did. She looked the same as she does in the comics. So when I saw her, I was like, "Oh, okay, that is cool that they're bringing that."
Wait, who was it? It wasn't Emilia Clarke, was it?
No.
Okay, so
She was in one shot.
I didn't
don't
even
remember
know
what
that.
her name, but it sounded, if I remember correctly, it was like Jaina Solo, but that's his daughter from the
Yeah.
old universe. And I guess that's one of the other things is that I'd never really paid attention to the extended universe, but what I had heard about Han Solo's history in the original extended universe that doesn't
Yeah.
exist anymore was cooler than this. Because it played against type. Like with this one, oh, I'm a scoundrel from the time I was 10. I was robbing stuff. That's all cool. But in the original one, he was actually an Imperial pilot
Okay.
who was the top of his class and was Han Solo, where he was like brash, but his dream was to become an Imperial pilot, and he did. And the reason he got kicked out was because he saved Chewbacca's life. And he ended up getting a dishonorable discharge and could not find any
So
other work.
it looks like in this, I was kind of hoping to see the Solo meets Chewbacca, but I don't know if we're gonna get it in this movie.
Like,
To
they
an
already know
extent.
each other,
Well,
or-
it looked like it because Woody Harrelson's like, I'm putting together a crew. You in? And Chewbacca's, and Solo
means
says,
yes, yeah.
that means yes. So I think that means they've spent enough time together that he knows. You know, he doesn't just speak Wookiee. You have to spend
Yeah,
time.
because that was a thing that from the, and I wasn't big into the original universe. It's just that, you know, occasionally you kind of do research just to figure it out. And the thing with him is that he was raised by a Wookiee,
Yep.
and then she was put to death, and so he was always like, well, I owe her a debt. So when he was actually supposed to execute Chewbacca
Couldn't do it.
and couldn't do it,
Couldn't do
and
it.
he got his dishonorable
Could you?
discharge. That's where the life
Dang
debt came from.
monsters.
So I don't know. Maybe that will be worked in. But from what it says here, it seems like no. He's just he was kicked out
He's
of the
just a
academy.
scruffy-looking nerfherder.
Yeah, and I like the idea of him being like having a dream and being totally straight-laced and losing all of that, and then sort of.
I don't know. We'll
becoming- I
see.
don't know.
I think there were some cool shots, but nothing about this really grabbed me and pulled me in. Nothing gave me goosebumps like the last Jedi trailer did. That freaking got me. And then I don't know. I love Donald Glover, and so not getting enough of him as Lando in this trailer kind of bummed me out a little bit, because I think that guy can just do no wrong. And so I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. It looks like it's going to be a Star Wars heist movie, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. This was just our first look at it, so there's going to be more. But it looks great. I will say the most excited I got watching the trailer was the post-trailer scene when they were flying the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And going through and having, because that's I think is where they're going to shine, is when they're just talking to each other, going back and forth. That ensemble is brilliant, truthfully, the cast.
See, I guess I would be more on board with this if he was a much younger Han Solo, because at this point he's an adult. It can't be more than 10 years from the beginning of A New Hope.
That's a thought.
So having a teenage Han Solo, that I would probably get more on board with, because then it's like, oh, well, then he could morph into Harrison Ford. But with this, it's just like, okay, well, no, all of these characters are basically just 10 years younger than when we first saw them. And so they should look the same. I know it's a nitpick, and it's not, but it's like when you have a series like Star Wars that has been so consistent,
Yeah.
where it's been told over all these decades, and you had people from the original trilogy that were in the prequels, and people from the prequels that were in Rogue One, and the people from the original trilogy that are in the new trilogy, and they've had like really we've got to replace this character.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple times in small places, but then to have basically the entire cast recast except for Chewbacca, who's a mask at this point. So yeah, I just have a hard time with it. It looks cool, but I'm not super excited.
That's where I'm at. It looks cool. I'm gonna go see it, but
And that's what pisses me off.
But I'm
because,
not.
yeah, we're gonna
I'm
see
not
it on opening
pumped to the
day.
nines. I'm not pumped for the nines for it. Maybe, but here's the deal. Like the first Last Jedi trailer didn't get me as much as the second one did. So maybe it's just waiting and see what else Lucasfilm has up their sleeve.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, as a big Star Wars fan, I am saddened at myself that I'm not more excited about after watching it.
And I think that's how a lot of people feel. Tell us how you feel in
Please.
the comments below.
Yeah.
Whether you agree, whether you disagree, whether you think this is going to be the greatest movie in the history of cinema.
The
Let us
best
know.
Star Wars movie to win an Oscar.
Yeah, exactly.
The best picture.
Best supporting actor goes to Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. I would love it if the guy who played Chewbacca got best supporting actor.
Dude, you can't even get Andy Serkis nominated for anything.
I know. My
and it's
gosh.
actually his acting on
He
the face
should
of
have, for Caesar, he should have.
Oh, yeah, he should have.
What's wrong with you, freaking Academy? You
Hashtag
nominate
not my
Boss
Oscars.
Baby? Boss Baby? Mother, we're geek. Gosh dang it! I'll never not end these angry.